going to try to impress upon you the beauty of believing. So when you get there, 2015, I don't know what it is. When you get there, I just need you to raise your hand, that thing that you're believing for in 2015. You ought to feel it, and I want you to practice what she's standing up. Y'all playing with it. She up with it like, ah! She might get it 6 months earlier just because of that whole little thing. Oh, you missed what I just said. Because of that whole little tantrum she just had. She about to get it 6 months earlier because she feeling it now in a way she wasn't feeling it before. You're not hearing what I'm saying. Because she believes she gonna make happen what probably wouldn't have happened had she not stood up and felt that thing. She felt it. She believed it. And because she believed it, she gonna bring it to her. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't by myself. Somebody know what I'm talking about. When I was studying and it would get hard and I feel like quitting, I put the robe on, put the cap on, and play the music. I put my homework down, graduating with a degree in business, Mr. Eric Thomas. And I would just walk like, y'all not hearing what I'm saying? So I need somebody in the back. You came to Tampa discouraged. I need somebody in the back. You came to Tampa with your last money. And some of y'all came with somebody else's money. You came to Tampa with a hope and a dream. And I'm telling you, if you would just believe it before it happened, if you would just believe, if you would just believe that your day coming, that the sacrifices you are making today, they gonna pay off. But you gotta do me a favor. You can get all this information, you can get around all these people, but if you do not believe, it ain't gonna happen.
First of all, let me tell you who I am and what my testimony is. My name is Damon Leggett, but my testimony is Dr. Lifeguard. Dr. Lifeguard, because I'm in the business of saving lives from natural and man-made disasters. All right. And it is my testimony because everything that I do has been done for me. As a young man coming into Oakwood University, I was living a life that was young and reckless. Young, wild, and reckless. I had all of the foundations to go in the proper direction, but I wasn't channeling it in the right direction. And the adversary, the enemy, he literally tried to take me out. And there was an event that happened on Oakwood campus in 1993 that literally an individual saved my life, rescued me from the man-made disasters and the traps that I was putting myself into. And from that moment to this, 1993, so by 1995, I connected with the man of the hour, E.T. the hip-hop preacher, on Oakwood's campus also. And I determined, since my life was saved, since someone saved my life, and they saved my life, what I realized how they saved my life was, I was going in a path where I had everything in front of me. I had all of the ability to tap into all of the resources that were there. But I was going to lose access to all of those resources because I was so young and reckless. And they saved my life and gave me access to those resources. And so now, from that day forward, I've been throwing a life preserver out to those who are in those same situations, people in our inner cities, in our rough environments who are on the verge of losing their lives. We throw them a life preserver and help them to have access to resources that they would not have if we didn't come and throw them these life preservers.
Dr. Lifeguard here, in the business of saving lives. Here to tell you about the Father's Wish Foundation. The Father's Wish comes from the text in the Word that says, Father in heaven says, I wish above all things, not some things, not a few things. I wish above all things
that you may prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. We are disaster relief first responders. So fast forward until 2015. Marty has recently been reassigned, and he's the CEO of the Adventist Hospital in Haiti.
This part of La Piste camp in Port-au-Prince was set up nearly 5 years ago to provide free basic housing to some of those who were disabled in the 2010 earthquake. Jean-Baptiste is one of them. He was working in a shop when the quake struck. As he was trying to get out, a wall collapsed, trapping his leg, which later had to be amputated. He and his 4 children now struggle to survive.
All of these years we've been trying to expose the young people in my program to service, meeting needs. He's in Haiti. The earthquake of 2010 in Haiti, we all know the story. Devastated Haiti.
Very first on the ground, arriving the day after the earthquake struck and tore Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince, apart. The scenes that greeted us on arrival and the events of the following days and weeks were heartbreaking. More than 1.5 million people are living in over 1,200 camps, most of them under tarpaulins. We've visited dozens of camps like these in the last 6 months, and we've spoken to hundreds of people living in them. Everywhere you go, the anger is the same.
It's been 6 months now since the earthquake hit. Tell us about how bad is the situation now? Do you think the politicians, do you think the NGOs, do you think they really understand what kind of situation you're living in now?
ONG ainsi que le gouvernement, li connaît situation, si on veut débloquer situation pour alléger souffrance peuple là, yo capable faire.
Bottom line is this: there is a need that exists. Marty is there providing prosthetic limbs. His hospital is one of the only places where people earthquake victims who lost limbs in the earthquakes could get prosthetic limbs. And Marty's program, prosthetic limb program, is on the verge of going away because it's a very expensive program to operate and the funds are not there. Marty's hospital, the Adventist Hospital in Haiti that Marty runs, is desperately in a desperate need for medical supplies, all types of medical supplies. So we are putting together a trip where I'm collecting donations between now and July 1st through the 6th, where I'll be going over there. Medical supplies, contributions to add to his staff of specialists.
When the quake happened, there were only around a dozen trained amputee specialists in the country. If these students pass their exams, they'll be helping to make Haiti less dependent on outside expertise for those still affected by the events of January 2010.
So we are going to sponsor contributions that will pay for the salary of some staff members until the hospital gets to a point where they can provide these salaries on their own. Of the South Florida Youth Federation, I say I look forward to coming home. I am the son of Salem Seventh-day Adventist Church in Pompano Beach. Betty Perry was my grandmother. Angela Leggett is my mother. Keisha and Tam and PJ, my sisters and brother. And to you I say I look forward to doing Church on the Greens in Fort Lauderdale, September the 18th and the 19th. But I also invite you to join me in this mission trip to Haiti, and we could take Church on the Greens to the Caribbean and meet the needs of our brothers and sisters in Haiti, as well as our brothers and sisters in Fort Lauderdale and the South Florida area during the Youth Federation. this is a wonderful opportunity for us to expand our reach and reach souls for the kingdom.